Well, there was a lot of tense moments in this park and just up the block in the next park when it looked like there might be a full-scale riot between anarchists who were all dressed in black and covering their faces with bandanas and the police. But the Portland PD and all the state and federal cops who were here lining this area did an amazing job showing great restraint. Counter-protesters threw bricks and bottles at police who formed a wall between them and the Trump supporters. Cops deployed flashbangs and pepper spray, eventually moving the anti-fascist group back. Police made 14 arrests. They also confiscated a bunch of potential weapons: knives, bats, sticks, road flares, chains, brass knuckles. But with all that, there were no arrests, no assaults, no injuries, and very little, if any, property damage.
For the number of protests we've seen in Portland in the last 7 months, this was one of the more active, vocal protests. But overall, at the end of the day, things worked out pretty well.
And with all the practice Portland police have had recently, this went textbook yesterday in their response. Shannon?
All right, so why was the Portland mayor trying to stop these rallies? We heard so much of that in advance.
Well, yeah, Mayor Ted Wheeler was very scared of a lot of violence in this park, and so he asked the pro-Trump folks to cancel their permit. He wanted them to not have their rally here in the park. When they said no, he then appealed to the federal government, which held the permit for the rally, and asked them to pull that permit, but the federal government decided to say no. There were people from California here who clashed with counter-protesters in Berkeley. Many are clearly agitators who are comfortable sparring with the anti-Trump far left. But this shout fest had added tension of coming just a week after two men were stabbed to death on a commuter train here in Portland. The accused attacker, Jeremy Christian, had been verbally assaulting two women he believed were Muslims. The stabbing victims intervened and had their throats cut, but the Trump supporters disavow any connection to Jeremy Christian and say they actually kicked him out of a rally here in Portland a couple months ago.